Hello children, welcome to my second part of the video chapter atmosphere. Okay. So as I told you in my previous part of this video that we will be discussing two very important topics, that is greenhouse effect and global warming. So today let's start off with those topics, and our first topic will be greenhouse effect. Okay. So students, Earth, as we all know, that it is the third planet in the universe. Okay. So in the universe, after Sun, the position of the Earth is at third number. Okay. Now students, have you ever wondered that why among all the 8 planets only Earth is that planet on which life is possible? Why do we only live on Earth? Why not on the other planets? The other planets are either scorchingly hot or bitterly cold. Okay. Now, why do we live only on Earth? There are several factors. Okay. Availability of water. Yes, it's very important factor. Then students, what else can be an important factor? That is your atmosphere. A suitable atmosphere which makes appropriate temperature for people to live on. Okay, like you know, atmosphere, it's a blanket of air which protects us from all the radiations of the sun and all, and also maintains the warmness also. So in a way, the temperature is properly balanced, and it is possible for any life to live on Earth. Either it is your human or plant, marine or animal. Okay. Now students, let's see what is this greenhouse effect. So as you know student, sun, see here, when sun radiates its rays, okay, when the rays like ultraviolet, infrared and visible rays are radiated from the sun on the earth, it comes on the earth. Now, so before reaching the earth, it has to cross through the blanket of air, means the atmosphere. So what happens basically students, the rays like your ultraviolet rays, which is the harmful radiations emitted from the sun. So what happens when it comes, when it is radiated, it comes, and the ozone layer which is present in the atmosphere, in the stratosphere basically, you know, it prevents these rays to penetrate and reach the earth. Okay, but in a way the heat is trapped. Then infrared rays, visible rays also, they are radiated and they penetrate and reach the earth. But then what happens? The heat of all these rays, they are being trapped in this atmosphere, and rest energy, that is reflected back of all the rays. Okay. Now what happens when this heat is trapped? It warms the earth. It warms the temperature of the earth's surface. Okay. Now question arises that what traps these heat? Okay. Heat is trapped. Okay, this is fine. And it warms the earth. That is also fine. Now, the question is, what traps it? The gases like your CO2, methane, chlorofluorocarbons, nitrous oxide, all these gases which are present in the atmosphere, they trap this heat and warms the earth's surface, thereby making the earth's surface suitable for a human life or any kind of life to sustain on this planet. Okay, so what happens? These you can say, and one more thing, that the gases which are present, among all these gases, carbon dioxide has the maximum concentration and helps in the maximum trapping of this warmth. of the rays emitted from the sun. And now your greenhouse effect is nothing but the exchange of incoming and outgoing radiations of the sun, which warms the earth, is known as greenhouse effect. Students, right? Now, one more question arises, that why it is known as greenhouse effect. Why it is greenhouse effect? The processes of warming, but why it has been named as greenhouse effect? So students, so answer to this question is, like you have seen students in hilly areas basically, or in cold areas, what happens? There are some trees and plants which need a suitable temperature of warmness for it to grow. So there, glass houses are built, and in that those plants are grown. Now what happens when the radiations, when the rays are radiated and it comes, this glass house, they trap their heat. Okay, they trap their heat and make a suitable temperature, creates a warm inside it, so that the plants can grow or trees can grow. Okay, so here also the same case is happening with the earth and the sun and the atmosphere. Like when the radiations are coming from the sun, this atmosphere is allowing some of its rays to penetrate and make the earth's atmosphere warm, and the rest of its energy it reflects back. Okay, so that's why it is known as greenhouse effect. Understood? Okay. One more thing, that in the absence of this effect, students, the temperature of the earth would have been to minus 20 degrees Celsius to 40 up to 40 negative 40 degrees Celsius. So you can imagine the life form would have not been possible, right? Now we will study the next topic, that is your global warming. Okay, let's see. Okay, so global warming. Okay, students, as we all know that excess of anything is not good. Okay, means either it is related to us or to society, to community, to the environment as well. So now that you have studied recently the greenhouse effect, the presence of gases, greenhouse gases. Okay, so what do? They trap the heat and increase the temperature of the earth. Now students, nowadays what it is happening, the presence of these greenhouse gases in the atmosphere has increased, which in turn is trapping more amount of heat from the radiations of the sun, thereby increasing the temperature of the earth. And this rise in the mean global temperature of earth to a level, it affects the life, so that it affects the life on the earth is known as global warming. Okay, so means at top level it is okay, so that to make the earth's surface suitable for a life form to sustain. But if there is excess, so automatically it will have its adverse impact. Okay, so nowadays you have heard that the temperature of each and every place is rising. Okay, the glaciers are melting, change in ecosystem, so many things. So let's see what are the causes by which there is this phenomenon of global warming taking place. So the main cause is the depletion of O3 layer. There is ozone layer present in the atmosphere. Okay, so this ozone layer nowadays it is depleting by various man-made activities, or you can say natural activities as well. And how they are depleting? like the layer is becoming thin. Also, the scientists have observed some holes in it, due to which the UV rays also, they are penetrating the earth, penetrating the atmosphere and reaching the earth. And how it is depleting? By, as I told, natural man-made, due basically by the emission of these greenhouse gases like your CO2, CFC means chlorofluorocarbon. All these things are helping in the depletion of this ozone layer. So this is the very main cause. Okay, so related to this, students, only, as you know, ozone layer, what happens, what can happen if the ozone layer will be depleted? And if it's depleted, and if the amount of radiations are coming on the earth, so what will happen? So it will cause skin disease, cancer, cataract problem, also damage to all life forms, whether human, marine life, plant or animal. Now how can we reduce the depletion of the ozone layer? By using renewable sources of energy, by using eco-friendly appliances, so all in a way that there is less emission of greenhouse gases. We should adopt such measures. Now coming back, talking to the second cause of global warming, yes, man-made and natural activity, emission of what? Emission of greenhouse gases. And how are these gases emitted? On a large amount by the burning of fossil fuels. Okay, then deforestation, yes, cutting down of trees. Fossil fuels, which includes all your like petroleum, diesel, all these things. So combustion leads to a lot of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, which goes up and it traps more amount and also helps in depleting this ozone layer, right? Now see what are its consequences. Like what will happen when the global mean temperature of the earth will rise? So there will be rise in sea levels. How? The glaciers will melt due to the heat. Then change in life pattern, okay, like climate pattern, rainfall pattern will be changed. Change in plant cycles, like when do they reproduce, when do they grow, all these things will be changed. Destruction of whole ecosystem will take place. Oceans, yes, oceans will also have negative effect in a way that acidification takes place, due to which marine life, it gets harmful, it gets loss on them. And the corals which are present inside tiny sea creatures, they are also bleached by the process that takes place due to the loss of microscopic algae. Okay, so in a way ocean life is also suffered. Then flora and fauna, yes, obviously all the life forms means they are also affected. So these will be its consequences if not taken measures to reduce it. Now how can we reduce, what all measures can we adopt to reduce global warming? Plantation of more trees, so that what? So that more oxygen can be released into the atmosphere and carbon dioxide can be inhaled by them. Then reducing waste generations, okay, reducing the use of products which emits greenhouse gases, okay, by using energy efficient appliances and also by using renewable resources of energy as your tidal wave, then your solar energy from solar energy and all these things, so that there can be less pollution, less emission of these greenhouse gases. Now students, as you know that greenhouse gases are what? They are CO2, CH4, CFC. Now how are they produced? Same thing, CO2 are produced generally by the this combustion process. Then your CH4 means methane is produced how? By combustion process, again fossil fuel burning, agriculture, landfills, all these things, deforestation, and CFC chlorofluorocarbons from where? Refrigerants. So in a way we should avoid using much refrigerants and then your air conditioning, all these. Okay. So apart from these students, these are the measures which we as a life, as an individual responsible citizen should follow. And also there are some international efforts which have been taken to control, like your UNFCCC means the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Then there was a Rio Summit also, which took place in year 1992. Kyoto Protocol also related to this global warming. One more important international measure which was taken place is your the Global Environmental Facility, GEF. Okay students, so with this I hope you would have understood the topics, and with this we have come to the end of this chapter. Thank you for watching my video. We'll meet soon with a new topic. Thank you.